Working capital management is our first chapter of this subject, financial management. Now, this same chapter you have done in semester 3 management accounting. I asked you to keep it revised because you have already done it. So, have you done revision of this chapter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So see, same chapter is there, working capital. Now, what do you mean by working capital? It is rotating capital. It is everyday used capital, and it is in the form of current assets and current liabilities. What is the formula of calculation of working capital? Current assets
Current asset
minus,
minus current
very,
liability.
very good. So we have a few components of working capital, that is cash. I hope you know cash. What is cash? Cash is basic item, liquid item that is needed in the business. Without cash no business can be taken up. Next is marketable securities. What is marketable securities? Short term investments. Short term temporary investments are known as marketable securities, which can be easily converted in cash. Receivables means your debtors and bills receivables. Both together are known as receivables. But here, when I talk about debtors, it is credit sales. Okay. When you sell on the credit basis, uh, the customer becomes your debtor because he or she is going to pay you in the future date. Therefore, they are known as daters. Okay, they are not known as customers. They are specifically called as daters because they have taken goods today, but they are going to pay after 1 month.
In future
Maybe
dates.
yes, on any future date. Okay, so therefore they are known as daters. So debtors and bills receivables are known as receivables. Inventories means stock. Stock can be anything: stock of material, stock of WIP, stock of finished goods. So stock can be anything. Stock of anything is known as inventory. Okay. Creditors. I hope you know creditors. That means payables. Uh, when you have to pay to your creditor, you have taken goods today, but you are going to pay them maybe on the future date. So that person is creditor for you. Okay. So that's a liability for me. Okay. Now see, this is always known as rotating capital. What do you mean by rotating? It is a cycle. You have your cash. Okay. From this cash you will buy the stock. You will buy stock. You will purchase raw material. You will convert it in finished goods, and now you will sell it to the customers, who then in the future will pay you money. Okay. Now money will come, again stock will be purchased. Again stock will be purchased, again it will go to factories, and it will be converted from raw material to finished goods. Again you will sell your products to the customers, again customers will give back to you your money. So this is rotating cycle. Okay. Therefore it is known as working capital. Working means it is not blocked, it is working, it is always working. Now, suppose you buy computers and furniture. It is blocked capital, fixed capital. Fixed means it is not working, it is blocked for 10, 20 years. Right? Because once you buy furniture and computers, you will not keep buying every month. Right? Therefore, that is known as fixed capital, fixed assets, furniture, land and building, plant and machinery, etc. But if you think about cash, closing stock, debtors, creditors, that is rotating capital. Therefore it is known as working capital. Okay. Now you must be knowing Types of working capital means what are the different parts of working capital. Gross working capital means all the current assets, total of all the current assets is known as gross working capital. And if you deduct current liabilities from current assets, you will get net working capital. See, look at the formula. Net, yes, net working capital is equals to current assets minus current liabilities. So that will be known as net working capital. Positive working capital. Now, what do you mean by positive working capital? When current assets are more than current liabilities, your answer will be positive. And that positive answer will be known as positive working capital. Suppose, take an example, if current assets are 5 lakhs and current liabilities are 2 lakhs. So 5 lakhs minus 2 lakhs. Is my answer positive 2 lakhs or negative 2 lakhs? Positive 2 lakhs. Very good. Positive 2 lakhs. Okay. So that is known as positive working capital. And vice versa will be negative working capital. What is negative working capital?
When our current liabilities are more than our current assets.
Very good. When current liabilities are more than current assets. Take an example. See, if current assets are 5 lakhs and current liabilities are more than 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs 50,000. So working capital will be negative. Obviously it will be negative, no, because if you deduct 6 lakhs 50 from 5 lakhs, answer will be 1 lakh 50 negative. So in that case, it is known as negative working capital. Okay. Zero working capital means both are same. Current assets are also 5 lakhs, current liabilities are also 5 lakhs. In this situation, it is known as zero working capital. Are you getting my point? Yes, is it clear up to here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next is permanent working capital. What do you mean by permanent? It represents the amount locked up in the business in continuous basis, so long as it continues to exist. Means, see, you have two types of permanent capital. Permanent means always there in the business, which is locked up in the business. Okay, which is not used very frequently, but it is there in the business. And there are two types of permanent capital. Initial working capital. Initial means beginning. When you start your business, you require certain amount of capital in the initial stage, in the beginning stage, and that is known as initial working capital. And next is regular working capital. Regular means after that, when you expand your business, when you take up your business, when you buy product, when you buy stock, raw material, and then you have to pay to the creditor. So how will you pay to the creditor? When you buy stock from your creditor, you will have to pay on a future date, no? So meanwhile, what you do, you convert your raw material stock to finished goods stock, and then finished goods ka stock will be sold in the market, and then debtors will pay you. Out of that money, same amount will be paid to the creditor. Means same amount means some portion will be kept with the company in the name of profit, and the rest amount will be paid to the creditors. Okay, so that is regular working capital. Next is variable working capital. So variable again it has three four types. See, seasonal working capital. Seasonal means only season. It will be required only during the seasons. It will meet the demand of seasonal requirements. Okay, during season more working capital is required, and during the off season working capital is not so much required as compared to during the season. Okay, next, special working capital. Special means suppose demonetization, suppose riots, floods are there, strikes are there, fire lag gayi, sudden increase in demand, war war is happening in country. Suppose some severe situation has come, sudden situation has come. So in that particular situation, you need extra working capital. So that is known as special working capital. Okay. Next is peak working capital. Peak means when you have a highest demand of your product. Peak means highest amount of the working capital required in the business. Always remember highest. See the highest point of this working capital is known as peak working capital. Okay, so that therefore it is known as peak because it is on the top. Okay, balance sheet working capital. Now, what do you mean by balance sheet working capital? It is the difference between current assets and current liabilities at the end of the financial year, and therefore it is known as balance sheet. Out of balance sheet, we have current assets and current liabilities. For working capital, no, we have current assets and current liabilities. So whenever it is balance sheet, it is the difference between current assets and current liabilities at the end of the financial year. Okay. Cash working capital. What do you mean by cash working capital? It refers to the working capital which is available in the cash form. Okay. So wherever you have cash, more of the cash, it is known as cash working capital. Okay. Now, uh, now I have a format for you. See, you must have already revised to how to do your sums. ठीक है. अब इस sums में कैसे हम लोग को दिया हुआ है, wait, let me open that page. See, there are few things that you need to keep in mind. There are base that that is required in this chapter. Now, what are the bases? See, first is stock of raw material. Stock of raw material has its base. Every item of current assets and current liabilities has its own base. Now, as per this base, we will calculate their amounts. Suppose stock of raw material. Now, which is this stock, opening or closing? Can you tell me? Which is the stock, opening
Ma'am.
stock of raw material or
Opening, ma'am.
closing? No.
I'm opening.
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 Okay. Have you ever seen opening stock in balance sheet? Think before you say no. Have you ever seen
No,
opening stock in
ma'am.
balance sheet?
Closing stock.
Yes.
Closing.
Working,
Closing.
see guys, working capital is my balance sheet ka item. Working capital is always reflected in the balance sheet. So you will never see opening stock in the balance sheet. Working capital means balance sheet. So if you have current assets and current liabilities, and if you have stock of raw material in current assets, how it can be opening stock? You never see opening stock in balance sheet. In balance sheet, there is only one type of stock, that is closing stock. Closing stock can be of different types. Closing stock of raw material, closing stock of WIP, closing stock of finished goods. Okay, so now closing stock of raw material. Always remember, raw material, what is the base of raw material? Cost of raw material. What is the base of stock of raw material? It would be cost of raw material. So whenever you will take raw material, closing stock of raw material, the base will be cost price. See, look at my cursor, cost price. So the stock of raw material will have a base of cost price of the raw material. Okay. What about WIP? WIP has three types of base, three types of bases. Raw material 100%, labor 50%, overheads 50%. I hope you remember what you have done in semester 3. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So stock of WIP has three bases. Raw material 100%, labor 50%, overheads 50%. Okay, when I come to stock of finished goods, it will be cost of production. Cost of production means cost price of finished goods. So the base will be cost price of finished goods. That means cost of production. Cost of production is how do you calculate cost of production? Raw material plus labor plus wages. You will get cost of production. And that will be the base of stock of finished goods. Now what will be the base of datas? Datas come out of sales. What type of sales? Credit sales. Look here. Method number B. Datas are valued at selling price. Selling price. How do you calculate selling price? You have cost of production, add profit in that, you will get selling price. So datas are valued at,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, datas are valued at selling price. Okay, if
Selling
they
price.
say, yes, if they see, suppose if they are saying data should be valued at cost price, only then this method number A will be applicable. This method number A will be applicable only when they say data are to be valued at the cost price. Cost price means cost of production. Otherwise, data are always valued at selling price because from the selling price data arises, no? Therefore, credit sales is the base for the datas. Okay, next. Prepaids, if you have prepayments, advance payments, so valued at advance amount given means self amount. If you have any cash balance and bank balance, so it will be given in the question as per the company's policy. Okay. So, see, there is a note. Selling and distribution overheads are excluded while calculating WIP. Why? Because selling and distribution is not required while calculating work in progress. Because up to cost of production we have to take. We have understood, no, what is cost of production. So in that, selling and distribution expenses will not be taken because that this particular expense is incurred after cost of production, but we have to take up to cost of production, no? Therefore, we are not considering selling and distribution expenses. See, current liabilities. Now, these were the current assets. Now, current liabilities. Creditors for raw material. Now, suppose you take your raw material from creditors. What will be the base for that? Cost price of material. What is cost? What is price of the material will be the base for creditors for material. See, suppose you have bought 20,000 ka stock raw material from your creditors. So how much your creditor will be? 20,000. How did I calculate? How did I do it? I calculated the cost price of the material. What is the cost price that I bought from my creditor? What is the cost price of the material? 20,000. Yes.
20,000.
So that same 20,000 will be the base for my creditors. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Next is outstanding wages. Now, outstanding wages means you're going to pay wages. You have not paid. So the amount of the wages will be given in the question. So that same amount will be taken as outstanding. Outstanding overheads, same amount will be given in the question. Bank overdraft, it will be sanctioned by the bank. The amount which is given by the bank in the name of bank overdraft will be directly taken here. Okay, so these are the basis of current assets and current liabilities. Okay, now see, I hope you know here आपको ना यहाँ पर मंथली या वीकली या डेली ऐसे करके क्वेश्चंस दिए जाएंगे. Suppose it is monthly, so suppose majority points are in months, so you have to go according to months. Suppose majority points are in according to weeks, so you have to go according to weeks. And suppose majority points are in days, so you have to go according to number of days. So for that you have to read your question. Okay, and then you will be able to answer. Wait, I will tell you which question we are going to solve. See, the management of Gemini Enterprise has called a statement showing the working capital required to finance a level of activity of rupees 1,80,000 units output for the year. That means 1,80,000 is my level of activity, production activity. Okay, we will have to divide it by 12 and by maybe by 365 days, maybe by 52 weeks. So how will I understand what is to be taken? Months according to days, according to weeks. How will you take? According to see, you have to read out the question. So what is the majority times given? You will take that way. Majority months are given, so you will go by 12. 12 months are there, no, in a year. If it is days, you will take 365 days in a year. If it is weeks, you will take 52 weeks in a year.
52.
Yes. The cost structure for the company's product for above mentioned level of activity is detailed below. Now, this is the what to say, certain items which are given here according to the level of activity of the production. Output means production. So, what are the items required for producing 1,80,000 units? See, if you want to produce 1,80,000 units, you need raw material, you need labor, you need overheads. Okay, you have to incur certain expenses that is known as overheads. Now, what is raw material per unit? 20. What is direct labor? 5 per unit. Well, how much are overheads? 15 per unit. But in 15, 5 rupees is included as depreciation. But remember, depreciation will never be taken into consideration. I hope you know this. Total cost is 40, profit is 10, and selling price is 50. Okay, now this is per unit information. For 1 unit, you require 20 rupees raw material. But in a year, you are producing 1,80,000 units. Are you getting my point? Yes. Tell me, are you getting? This is per unit, 20 rupees 1 unit. But how many units you are producing in a year? 1,80,000. Okay. Now, see, some adjustments are given. Minimum cash balance is required, desired is 20,000. I told you cash balance will be given in the question. Raw material are held in stock on an average for 2 months. What is this? Raw material held in stock. What is this? Which item is this?
Madam, raw materials.
Raw material.
Which type of raw material is that? Raw mat-
Closing stock
Very
of
good.
raw material.
Very good. Closing stock of raw material. Now this is closing stock of raw material, my current asset. I will have to calculate. The amount is not given. I will have to calculate. The number of periods are given. 2 months. This is the period is given. Okay. With the help of this period, I will be able to calculate stock of raw material. The amount of the stock of raw material. Now next, work in progress. Work in progress, 50% completion stage will approximate to half half a month's production. Half a month means month has a
1.5.
no 0.5. One and
Yes,
a
ma'am.
half.
Yes, ma'am.
It is not one and a half. It is half a month means 0.5. Okay. But anyways, what is this work in progress? What is this work in progress? This is closing stock of WIP, work in progress. Closing stock of work in progress. And it is current asset or current liability? You tell me. You tell me.
Current
Current
asset.
asset.
Yes, it is my current asset. Next, we have finished goods. Finished goods remain in warehouse on an average for 1 month. So this is my stock of finished goods, and again it is my current asset.
Current asset.
Yes, very good. Next, supply of raw material extends 1 month credit. Supplier means creditors, to whom I have to pay, from whom I have taken, purchased raw material. Okay, that person is known as supplier. Supplier of raw material, the one who is supplying raw material to me, extends 1 month's credit period. 1 month credit period means he is giving me 1 month's time to pay the amount of the amount for which I have taken raw material, for which I am buying the raw material from supplier. So he is giving me 1 month credit period. It is related to creditors, and the base for the creditors is, what is base of the creditor? Cost of raw material. Okay, until you know the base you will not be able to solve it. So supplier means creditors. What is the base for the creditors? Cost of raw material. Okay, and see, and half a month in case of overheads. Sorry, I went to the next point. Supplier of raw material extend 1 month credit, and debtors are given 2 months credit. Debtors are given 2 months credit. What is the base for the creditors? Raw material. What is the base for the debtors? Selling price, sales.
Selling.
Yes, credit sales. Okay. For debtors, the base is credit sales. For creditors, for suppliers, it will be cost of raw material. Okay. Anyways, one more point is given here, cash sales. Cash sales are 25% of total sales. So out of total sales, 25% are cash sales. So remaining will be credit sales. So remember, we have to take credit sales for debtors. Okay. Next, last is, there is a time lag in payment of wages. Time lag means outstanding. Wages is outstanding for 1 month and half a month in case of overheads. Okay. Prepare an estimate of working capital requirement. Same, exactly same, the one that you have been learning in semester 3, management accounting. Okay, so let us quickly start with the solution part. Write down statement of working capital requirement. Statement of working capital requirement. So you need how many columns? You remember how many columns you made? Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, three.
Ma'am,
Three?
three column.
Three columns. Okay. So number one column will be
Particular.
particulars.
Particulars.
Second column will be
Rate.
rate.
Period, rate,
Unit, rate,
working
period.
capital.
No, how did you make? Don't look at the solution part. How did Priya ma'am has taught you?
Ma'am, unit,
Yes, ma'am. Particular
rate, and
Unit,
unit,
period.
rate, or working capital.
Okay. So
period.
draw the
Period.
column. Okay. Particulars, unit, rate, and amount. You were not making period column.
रेट और पीरियड मैम उसी में मल्टीप्लाई करते थे.
Okay, no problem. Draw the columns. I'm giving you 1 minute. Done. Particulars, rate, and then units, and then amounts. Done.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's start now. See, see. सबसे पहला क्या दिया हुआ है? What is the first point? Minimum cash balance. See, already it is given. So you will write down how is the format? Current assets minus current liabilities. So you will start with current assets. Write down with the heading. Start with the heading current assets. Now underline the current assets. Write down cash balance. The first point is cash balance, which is already given. Look at the first point here. Minimum cash balance desired is rupees 20,000. So it is directly given. No need to calculate. Write down in the current assets cash. Cash is my current asset. It is not my current liability. It is my current asset. Have you written cash? Come on, give me answers quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Write down in the outer column, amount column, cash 20,000. Outer column, last. Last column means amounts column.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next point is raw material are held in stock on an average for 2 months. So you have a
Closing
rate.
stock.
Yes. How will you do it? Tell me. Can somebody explain me?
Closing stock into 2 months.
Yes. Very good. Uh, wait. No. See, raw material are
Ma'am,
held in
means
stock.
now.
Not closing stock means you have to take a base here. Raw material is held in stock on an average for 2 months. So period will be multiplied with what? 2 months will be multiplied with what?
Unit.
Yes, units. Very good. So how many units are there? How many units are there? 1,80,000
1
in
lakh
a
eighty
year.
thousand.
But I don't want according to year. It is 1,80,000 units per year. I don't want according to year. I want according to months. Because here when I was reading, every point was given according to months. 2 months. Here it is half a month, 1 month, again 2 months, 1 month. So every point is according to month. So we need to convert this 1,80,000 in months. How will you
15,000 per
convert?
month, ma'am.
No,
1
how
lakh
did you
80,000
convert?
divided by 12.
Yes, yes, you have to make this bracket. 1,80,000 divided by 12. 1,80,000 divided by 12 into 2. So quantity will be 15,000. In the column of quantity, in the column of units, you will write 15,000. How this 15,000 is calculated? Make a bracket. 1,80,000 divided by 12. So answer will be 15,000 in the column of the units. Okay. Period is 2 months. So 15,000 into 2. 15,000 into 2.
30,000.
Yes. Don't write 30,000. It is 15,000 into 2. Okay. Leave it as it is. Now what is the rate? Rate per unit is already given in the question. Rate per unit is already given in the question in the table. See, rate of raw material is, rate means cost per unit. This cost per unit of raw
20.
material is 20. Very good. So in the column of rate, you will write 20. You will write 20. So in the column of units, you have written 15,000 into 2. And in the column of rate, you have written 20. So what will be the final amount? 15,000 into 2 into 20.
6
What?
lakh, ma'am.
Very good. 6 lakhs. Very good. So this is how you have to do. See, 1,80,000 is according to per annum, but I don't want it yearly. I want it monthly. So first step was calculation of units per month. So 1,80,000 divided by 12. You had 15,000 rupees in your hand. 15,000 units, sorry. 15,000 units in your hand. Now, number of period is given in the question, in the adjustment. Second adjustment is raw material held in stock on an average for 2 months. Therefore, 15,000 into 2. And cost per unit is 20 already given in the question. For raw material, it is 20. So, 15,000 into 2 into 20. The amount will be 6 lakhs. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, work in progress. will approximate to half a month production, half a month. But remember, for work in progress, we have three base: raw material 100%, direct labor 50%, and overheads 50%. We have three bases for work in progress. So write down in the current assets, closing stock of WIP. Write down in the current assets, closing stock of WIP. What is quantity? 15,000. What is the number of